Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams from this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after.
Looking to throw it deep. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity, bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even, we can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
There's the handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? Takes the handoff again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida International. This quarterback on fire today. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like we'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Dogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's going to take another shot right here. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights off a defender. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Running play called on 3rd and short. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, FIU.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This should be the last play of the quarter. Ball handed off. And they get him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Some hard running there through a tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. The Bulldogs come to the line to run the hurry up. And in 1st down, right back to the running game. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now here's the toss play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Keeping it on the ground here. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. The back's got it. That's a strong stiff arm. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Moreno. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He'll hand it off. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Great cut there. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. The Dogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. defense will zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And there's the handoff. Powers through the tackle.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's 2nd down here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Short pass finds the tight end. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape the defense with a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws a rocket toward the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle after the pick, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a big gain across midfield down inside the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
We'll try to run it with the option. He'll pitch it. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second down and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Third down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Here comes a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Looks left and finds his target there. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. That puts him on top in the second half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, that he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He'll hand it off. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now, if the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. Down. He's throwing for it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Receiver in motion now. Give it to the back again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And now the handoff. Powers through. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. Dogs looking to run some tempo here. And then first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The offense really clicking here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
A gain makes it second and medium. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Sticking with the running game. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Here we go now. 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a 2-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
They're going to run it. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. 3rd down and 3. Try to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Here we go on 4th down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. The Bulldogs line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Here we go. It's what you hope for. 4th quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, and all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
And he is stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further.
But he's such a threat with those legs, and the defense is aware of that. This time, eyes on his swivel. Good job of being aware of that quarterback threat. They kept him out of the goal line and prevent the 2-point conversion.
And the Herons team able to make the crucial recovery. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. He breaks a tackle into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's got him on a crossing route. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the 1st down line. Just punch it in and pick up a 1st down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
There's a 1st and 10 play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Hands off to the left. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that 1st down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is 3rd down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Single back, takes the handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Quick throw on 4th down to the left side. No, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense on 4th down. They get the football back here in this tight game. You've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive,
but that's just not smart football.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 to become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.